Please subscribe to this channel for more videos related to Catholic Christian teaching. The Council of Trent defines contrition this way. Contrition is sorrow of the soul and the detestation of the sin committed, together with the resolve not to sin anymore. Thus, the act of contrition is composed of three acts of the will which converge to one unity: sorrow of soul, detestation of sin, and the resolution not to sin again. It is neither necessary nor always possible that the grief of sorrow, which is a free act of the will, be expressed in sensory feelings of sorrow. The resolve of not sinning anymore is virtually included in true sorrow for sins committed. Contrition, as is evident from the nature of justification, is the first and the most necessary constituent part of the Sacrament of Penance, and has been an indispensable precondition of the forgiveness of sins at all times. Subsequent to the institution of the Sacrament of Penance, this contrition must also include the intention of confession and satisfaction. As contrition is an essential ingredient of the sacramental sign, it must be expressly awakened during the reception of the Sacrament of Penance. Salutary contrition must be inward, supernatural, universal, and supreme. Contrition is inward when it is an act of understanding and will. Rend your hearts and not your clothing. Return to the Lord your God, for He is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, abounding in steadfast love, and relenting from punishment. But as a constituent part of the sacramental sign, it must also appear externally in an act of self-accusation during confession. Contrition is supernatural when it occurs under the influence of actual grace and when sin is considered as an offense against God, our final supernatural end. A mere natural sorrow has no salutary value. Contrition is universal when it extends to all sins committed. It is not possible that one sin be remitted without the other. Contrition is supreme when the sinner detests sin as the greatest evil and is ready to suffer every other evil rather than offend God again by a mortal sin. Contrition is divided into perfect contrition and imperfect contrition. St. Thomas distinguishes two kinds of sorrow according to their relation to sanctifying grace. The sorrow of the justified. This is the sorrow formed by charity, and the sorrow of those not yet justified. He called this the unformed sorrow, that is, not formed by charity. Since the Council of Trent, a distinction is made between the two kinds of contrition according to the motive. perfect contrition proceeds from the motive of perfect love of God, imperfect contrition from the motive of imperfect love of God, or from other supernatural motivating grounds which may be traced back to it. For example, the hope of eternal reward or the fear of eternal punishment. It follows from the variety of motives that the two kinds of sorrow are different, not merely in degree, but in nature. Please go to YouTube Retirementality channel, playlist, Sacraments, for the complete series of these materials.